This is the 2025 Acura RDX Advance. Is it the right luxury compact SUV for you? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. We're at Acura in Shreveport, Louisiana for today's video. Check out the link down in the description of the video. And before anybody tells me this is not a compact SUV, go do your research in your favorite search engine and search, what class of SUV is the Acura RDX? The exterior color on this model is called Performance Red, and it has a gray stone interior. Full LED lighting will be found here on the front end with the Jewel Eye LED headlights, the LED daytime running lights. You even have LED turn signal indicators. And the bonus for a lot of you that I know are looking for it, you've got the LED fog lights down there on the lower portion of the front end. We're going to find a couple of different finishes here between chrome and gloss black. You can see the chrome accents right there. We have the gloss black with our upper and our lower grille, and the nice large Acura logo right there. Also your front camera. The RDX will come all-wheel drive, and you're going to find 19-inch alloy wheels. And you'll see some of the trim will be chrome around the windows and on the lower portion of the doors down there. As you can see, we're going to have turn signal indicators built into our side view mirrors that are power adjustable, and they're going to be heated. Now you might wonder about blind spot monitoring. It's not built into the side view mirrors themselves. It's actually right here as of 2025. Tell me what you think about that. Some of you might like it, some of you might not. I know I prefer to have my blind spot monitoring indicator built into the side view mirrors. Here is your remote. You're going to have your remote start, lock, unlock. You can open and close your power tailgate and your panic button. This model will come with a panoramic sunroof. We'll find our rear roof spoiler and rear window wiper. We finish things off here on the rear with the LED taillights. Under the hood is the singular engine option available for the RDX, the 2-liter naturally aspirated direct injection 4-cylinder that makes 272 horsepower and 280 pounds-feet of torque, mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. How about your MPGs? Well, the easiest way to tell you about that is to show you what the window sticker says. 21 city, 27 highway, 23 combined, and 4.3 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. If you're curious to know, the RDX comes with a 17.1 gallon gas tank. Towing capacity maxes out at 1,500 pounds, and you're looking at 29.5 to 58.9 cubic feet of cargo capacity. There's a spare tire that's located underneath the rear of the RDX. And to gain access to that, you'll actually have to remove that cover right there, and you can lower the tire down where you can get to it. But it's nice to know that at least there's a spare tire. To maximize cargo space, we pull on the releases right here. That will allow our seats to go down and give that one a little bit of help right there for those of you that want to see everything maximized. And we'll find a little bit of space behind the fender well right here and a 12-volt power outlet. Rear seat passengers will be greeted by nice large armrests and door bins. Give you a quick look at the panoramic sunroof. There is a shade, which is right there, that can be drawn back and forth depending on if you want to have the light coming in or not. You can also open the front portion. From this point forward, that does open. And we'll find our air conditioning vents on the rear of the center console. A couple of USB options for connectivity and heated seats for the outboard passengers. It would be nice to see some ventilated seats. The seat backs themselves have some recline built into them. Let's get that word correct, but you can't make any adjustments. But at least it's there. They're not going to be at a 90-degree angle. Pretty comfortable back here, actually. Had the fold-down armrest with the cup holders built in. The sticker price is $54,400. You'll find 16-way adjustable driver and passenger seats here in the front, and you can raise and lower the passenger seat just as is the case with the driver's seat. That's a very popular question that a lot of people ask about. We push the button right there to open the glove box area, quite a bit of storage within, and we'll also have our nice pass-through right here. Always nice to see some little additions like that. You can see what you have right there. Nice to take advantage of that space. This is the control for your power shade that I mentioned earlier for your sunroof, and you can see what that shade looks like when it's in place, and that's what you use to open and close the sunroof right there. We'll also have our sunglass holder built in and seat memory on the driver's side. We'll also have our controls right here for our side view mirrors. You saw a little bit of that earlier. Lock and unlock, and lock your windows or unlock the windows, and power windows that are going to be one touch down, one touch up. One thing that is a little bit of a surprise here is the lack of a power adjustable steering wheel. It's manually adjustable, but you know what? I'd rather have that than no adjustability at all. It is tilt and telescopically adjustable. You can see some of your features right here that you can control. Now, you won't find your controls for your lighting right there because it's all built into the turn signal lever right here, the turn signal stalk. So with your headlights and tail lights, you can turn that on, off. You can leave them on auto if you want to, and you can turn your fog lights on and off. You will have to manually turn your turn signal indicators on, but I promise it's not hard to do. It won't hurt you. And we have our lever right there for adjusting or turning on the windshield wipers and the rear window wiper. And I don't know how well you can see it, but there is a head-up display here. You have your instrument cluster right there, your driver's display, and via the scroll wheel right here, I'm just using that to go through different bits of information. As you can see, depending on what I need to see and what I need to know about, we can do all of that. You have your tire pressure right there that lets you know what's in each tire, and compass right there if you need navigation, and also your speedometer. Now, we do have the analog style gauges here too, so a nice look where that is concerned. Shifter paddles on the back of the steering wheel to work your way back and forth through the 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, for those of you that are curious, maybe you don't know much about the RDX, maybe you do. This is how you're going to control your center screen. It is not a touch screen as of 2025. I don't know if any changes will come for 2026, but that's going to be there. We have the built-in navigation. You can see what's here for now, but pretty easy to deal with. Some people have told me they'd rather have the touchpad than a touchscreen. And if you might wonder, why isn't it a touchscreen? Well, because it's so far away. You'd have to have the seat way forward to be able to reach that. It just makes it a lot easier to deal with this way. And we have different camera views depending on what we need to see. You also have the front and rear parking sensors. I didn't talk about that earlier in the video, but we have a couple of different views here. I do like the fact that we have the overhead view, which you can see right there, nice and clear. We're going to have our knob right there for controlling the radio. You do have a 16 speaker audio system here. I'll give you a sampling of that in just a bit. And we'll have our dual zone climate control. You'll also have your heated and ventilated seats. By the way, you also have a heated steering wheel. Not something we need today. It'll be over 100 degrees today in Northwest Louisiana, so don't need that. And dynamic mode right here, your selector. What exactly is that? Well, it's your drive mode selector is what it is. So we'll go through our different modes. You have normal, we'll have sport. You can go back up here to comfort, and you also have snow. Pretty easy to deal with. Now, the push button shifter, mixed reviews on that. Some people like it, some people don't. Doesn't really seem to be any neutral ground where that is concerned. You do have some gloss black or piano black finish around this area, but a very nice look overall with the design of the dash area. I think that's done a good job of holding its own over the years. We haven't seen a full redesign in a little while. Have to see what happens. Not sure when that's going to happen, but I'll keep you posted on that if Acura gives any information. There's the cup holders. You also have your wireless charging pad. Always nice to have that. And some storage space within the center console and a USB port. One more thing I wanted to mention, you may have seen it, but if you want to turn the auto stop start on or off, there is the button to do that. And by the way, when it comes to additional camera views, you have the button right here. We're going to push that and show you what's here. So there's our front view and our side view mirror cameras. And then those are your cameras. We've now seen everything. I didn't show you all of that earlier in the video, but I will say it is always nice to have that overhead view that's going to be over there on the right-hand side of the screen. As I mentioned earlier in the video, this RDX Advance comes with the Acura ELS Studio Surround Premium Audio System. It has 16 speakers throughout the interior, and here is what it sounds like. I hope my microphone does a good job of picking that up. I can tell you, in person, it sounds really good. Driving the RDX is an enjoyable experience because you're going to have a nice balance of good handling and a comfortable ride quality. The driver's seat is extremely comfortable, somewhere where you could sit for quite a while on a long distance drive and be nice and comfortable. It's not going to wear you out. Everything is so well adjustable between the steering wheel and the driver's seat that anybody of any height should have no problem adjusting things to where they're nice and comfortable, able to see well, shouldn't be a problem. Also easy to see out of, but you also have those driving aids. You have your blind spot monitoring. All of that's going to help out where that's concerned and make things even easier. Everything is easy to get to. That's always a nice thing. You do have your multiple driving modes, but I haven't driven in sport mode as of right now. But even in the mode that I'm in, I'm just in normal mode. We're driving along and not having any trouble getting up to speed, although I'll move up to sport mode. And you'll notice a little bit of a difference when you do that. Not a major difference, but a little bit. You'll notice that the RPM of the engine climbs a little faster. And so you're going to be able to get up to speed a little bit quicker than you would otherwise. Not a major difference, but it is a difference that you will notice in case you need that extra oomph, so to speak, depending on the driving situation you're dealing with. Technology here is not difficult to deal with. I know there are a lot of people who are going to say, I really don't like the lack of a touch screen. And then we'll have some people who say, you know what, I like the technology that is in the RDX. I like using the trackpad. It works well for me. So it just depends on what it is you want. And while you may not want a 3-row SUV, if you do want the touchscreen with a little bit more space, you could go with the MDX that does, as of 2025, have a touchscreen. At some point, I have no doubt we're going to see that with the RDX. I just couldn't tell you when right now, but eventually I'm sure that technology will make its way here too. Overall, a nice vehicle, plenty of room for the driver and the passengers in the front seats and in the back seats back there. Nice to have all-wheel drive for those of you that need to deal with low traction situations throughout the year with ice and snow on the roads. I'm so grateful that's something I typically don't have to deal with. But for those of you that do, that will definitely help you out when it comes to maintaining traction when some people may not be able to. As far as the RDX goes in the future, tell me down in the comments section, when it does receive a full redesign, what are the top 3 changes you are hoping for? And there it is, the 2025 Acura RDX Advance. Is it the right luxury compact SUV for you? Tell me what you think down in the comments section. I'm curious to receive your feedback. I'd like to say a special thanks to my friends at Acura for loaning me this RDX for the day so I could tell you all about it. And a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That is always helpful to me. I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And if you would, please share this video on your timelines on social media so other people can see it. If you'd like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.